Hey, welcome to the first episode of the entire UGC course using UGC Jungle to make your first bits of money online with UGC, to scaling from 100 to 500 to 1,000 to 5,000 to even $10,000 a month with UGC, and that all in the most detailed step-by-step guide that you will ever find online. Okay, my name is Lex. I'm founder of UGC Jungle. Been building this platform now for 3 months, and we've gotten already some really cool success stories for you to show that you'll find all about throughout this entire course. But again, let's start with the basics. This first video and these first upcoming 4 videos after this are gonna go over the path for you from zero to your first $100 with UGC. Okay, again, after that, we're gonna go up in way higher numbers, but you know, it's nice and it's important to start at the beginning. So in this video, I'm gonna run you through these 5 pillars, which is the essential basics to understand about not just what UGC is, but also about our platform. And before I go into depth on each and every single one, let me just quickly run you through what we're gonna discuss in this video. So we're gonna start off with explaining to you what UGC actually is, so you fully understand what you're getting yourself into. The next thing is I'm gonna show you a couple of examples and a documentation that you can follow in case you wanna have more information about the results and what you can expect, right? I'm speaking to a lot of you guys, speaking to a lot of creators, and most people that I speak with don't really know what to expect about this, and because of that, I have something for you we'll see all about in this part. Then I'm gonna give you a tangible action plan to get started with right now, so that when you're watching this video, you can immediately follow along. And this is something you'll see throughout the entire course. I'm really trying to, in every single video, give you the steps. So if you're watching this on your laptop, take your phone maybe nearby so you can actually follow along. And if you're watching this on your phone, get your laptop nearby so you can follow along, because you'll be able to, with me in this course, right, throughout all these episodes, really follow with me and do this live with me. I'm going to be building pages live. I'm going to show you guys literally everything. Then 4th point, I'm going to talk about the free coaching that we have inside of UGC Jungle. Again, UGC Jungle is the platform that we're going to use throughout this entire series, maybe potentially the platform that you're already watching this video on, because I am uploading these videos, these course videos on both YouTube, right, public YouTube, as well as inside of the UGC Jungle platform. So if you hear me refer to something related to YouTube or related to the platform, just know videos uploaded on both platforms, okay? Both YouTube and UGCJungle.com. The free coaching, we offer a lot of coaching inside of UGC Jungle. We'll talk all about that. And then again, the next steps for after this video and giving you a quick summary. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. What even is UGC? Okay, UGC stands for User Generated Content, and as the name suggests, it are videos recorded by, I guess, everyday ordinary people, just like you and me, that are promoting brands, right? That are promoting brands, tech brands, physical products. You will see mainly on UGC Jungle, we are focused on the tech niche. What that means is, we're mainly promoting websites, softwares, apps, and the reason we're specifically focused on that market is that these brands, right, are in super high need of creators. And me being a creator myself, I'm trying to provide you, right, somebody that wants to get into UGC or already has a bit of experience, wants to make more money, with the most profitable brands. And those are the tech brands, right, in my experience. Now, brands pay massive amounts of money into UGC because it gets them organic traffic distributed over multiple accounts, which is totally different than doing paid ads, right? If you're a brand, there's a couple ways you can market. The most popular one, most well-known one is paid advertisements, where you would run Meta ads, YouTube ads, TikTok ads. But the problem with those paid ads is that they are extremely expensive and they are ads, right? Now, this is a big thing because a lot of people, they scroll immediately away when they see an ad. They're not interested in watching an ad. And what UGC essentially does is it makes an exciting video. It creates an exciting video that's actually fun and entertaining to watch, but still has that advertisement aspect in there, right? So you get to influence people and convince the people that a product is actually awesome in a different way, rather than just, brute forcing your ad into somebody's face, which, let's be honest, who likes that, right? Who likes to watch ads? Nobody watch ads because they want to. UGC fixes that, right? Now, another thing it does for the brands is that you can have a lot of different UGC creators on your product, right? So let's say we are a consumer, somebody that's going to buy a product, right? On Monday, we might see this video. On Tuesday, we might see this video. On Thursday, we might see this video. And that gets us to essentially get interested into the brand and also understand that this is a qualitative brand, right? This is a high quality brand. Now, for us as creators, it's really nice because essentially what it means in a nutshell is that right now, as I'm recording this video, UGC is in higher demand than ever. This is also the reason why you are seeing so much UGC content on your feed, right? If you're looking into making money online, UGC is probably one of the main things that you're seeing right now. And this is not going to change for the upcoming years. I know that some people may wonder, what about AI? What about this? But the thing with UGC is that the authenticity is the reason why it works. And authenticity cannot be recreated with AI. You can have the best AIs ever, but there will be metrics, right? Whether that's Instagram brute forcing AI labels onto the pages or AI just simply not really giving that authentic human vibe to it, there will be reasons why normal traditional UGC with real creators will exist, not just for now, but in the upcoming years, and will only keep growing. Okay, now, how does UGC Jungle work? Essentially, to like use this little fun drawing that I made, right? I'm going to teach you how to make the right content, how to find the best deals, how to scale with these deals, and how to grow forward. And for the brands, connect you, right, to them so that everybody wins, right? You win, you're getting paid from this brand gets a good creator, they make more money from you advertising for their product, and I am supplying and connecting A to B with our platform. Okay, now I really want to be realistic with you on what you can expect by getting into this, and I also want to talk about the more boring side of UGC, right? I don't want to sell you a dream. I'm not going to sit here and say you're going to make 10K tomorrow. I want to give you a real, truly realistic expectation of what you can expect diving into this yourself. Now, the main problem, right, the biggest constraint for people to actually get started with UGC, which I'm sure you have also seen yourself or experience yourself, is that the beginning is simply the hardest, right? And this is not just for UGC, this is for any form of business, right? The beginning is simply the hardest. And in the beginning, 2 to 3 weeks, you will find yourself either watching a course or analyzing your videos, taking notes, really trying to figure out what it takes to make this all work, right? And understanding the fundament of this business model. This is also why my course is going to be quite long, right? And quite in-depth, because I really want to give you all the information that you need and not just rush through it. The next thing you're gonna see yourself doing is you're gonna just simply be creating a lot of videos. You know, you're gonna be playing around with a lot of videos, a lot of different video styles. Again, throughout the whole course, I'm gonna walk you through all the different styles that are out there. And then the third one is, you know, you're gonna look at your earnings and you're gonna wish that it was more. Like realistically, for the first 2-3 weeks, again, don't expect the numbers that you see a lot of people shout from the rooftops online to be realistic, right? A lot of people will tell you can make 10K in your first week with UGC. I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen. Like really, I want to be truly honest with you. It's not going to happen, right? Can you make 10K with UGC? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can make 10K. You can make more than 10K a month with UGC, but it's not going to happen in your first 2-3 weeks. So for this beginning period, right, what's absolutely essential for you to do is to really master these 3 bullet points and understand these 3 bullet points, okay? Bullet point number 1 is that it takes time and absolute consistency to get this off the ground. And the reason I highlighted absolute is that when you're getting started with this, you really need to train yourself to post 7 days a week, okay? Which can be quite different from, you know, if you're coming from a job background or, you know, you have a lot of going on in your life, maybe you're going to college, maybe you have a 9 to 5, posting every single day is super important. And the reason why this is so important is because later down the line, you're trying to get the best deals possible, right? There's a lot of different ways you can build your income. And again, I will be going into much more depth throughout this course into that. But in order to secure the best deals, you need to be able to show these brands that you are actually super consistent, right? That you're able to post 7 days a week. Because as we're going to go into the income models later down this course, you will see that sometimes brands will actually invest a lot of money into you, right? Hoping that you later down the line pay off, which is really interesting because it can make you a lot of money. But if you're not consistent, this is where you can damage your own reputation and ruin a potential really good brand deal. So consistency is really important. Does that mean you have to make videos 7 days a week? No, you know, we can prepare videos up front. We'll talk all about that later down the line, but consistency is really important. The next thing is that you really have to understand, as I just mentioned as well, that the first part of your career is going to be slow. It is going to be slow and you have to accept that, right? Make sure you don't rely on UGC for your income immediately, right? Make sure that, again, your expectations are set clear and give yourself the time to really build up that income, okay? The third thing that I think less people also talk about is that UGC on the long term is less exciting than it looks. being really realistic with you, making videos every single day and getting paid for that, thousands of dollars, sounds like a dream. And you know, when you're able to travel the world and do all the awesome stuff, you know, it is the dream. But making videos on itself, especially if you're doing that for 200-300 days in a row, trust me, it's gonna get boring at some point, right? So prepare yourself for that. It's really all the things around UGC, right? Again, the freedom that you get, a part of gamification, which I will talk much more about, you know, how we designed UGC Jungle to be almost like a video game. These are all the aspects that make it really exciting. But the business on itself, the job on itself, making videos, it is kind of boring, not gonna lie, you know? Now next, what do you get by pushing yourself through these first 2-3 weeks, getting your first bit of income going, and actually building that career with UGC, right? Building that portfolio, slowly getting it into a career. Well, I think that the most three important points that I've noted down here are long-term income with real brands, okay? Or in short, right, in one word, security. As I mentioned before, you as a creator are in demand, okay? Brands want you, brands are willing to pay you, they're waiting in line to pay you. So as you build that portfolio up, as you can show your consistency, as you can show the brands that you're getting views, once you have that base, right? You have that base retainer, you have the brand deals on lock, it really gives you a lot of security. This is something that I just don't see go away because marketing is so essential, especially in this economy, especially where we're going with AI, people being able to make consumer products like this, right? With the snap of the finger, you can build apps nowadays. You as the creator, you are vital to the company. Every company needs marketing. You will be in demand, okay? And I think more importantly also, you cannot be replaced by AI. You know, AI can add different forms of marketing, but specifically UGC, that authentic side will always be there, cannot be replaced by a computer, okay? Second thing, really big one, is the location independency. I'm sure that this is probably one of the reasons you got interested into UGC is the fact that you can do it from anywhere. And again, this is one of the most awesome things. As I'm recording this video, I'm in Bali. I've been in Bali for a very long time already. It is absolutely great out here. And this is one of the, if not the biggest reason for me that I enjoy UGC so much. The third thing, and this is again something that we more so try to build for you, as in within the UGC Jungle platform, is that we're trying to make this job that is not super exciting, feel almost like a video game, right? The way that we're doing this is we're adding all these gamification aspects, from leaderboards where you can win prizes monthly to the whole interface being a little bit like a video game. We're trying to make it enjoyable for you to log into our platform every single day and just feel excited about, you know, submitting that video, seeing your earnings go up. And there's a lot of different aspects with the community that, you know, we do to make it exciting, okay? Then a little bonus, me personally, I can tell you so many stories about how many friends I've actually made from creating content. And this is why it's so important to, you know, really be active in the community. I've met friends that were all doing content that I've traveled the whole world with. Last year I went with them to Japan. You know, we had a great time partying in Osaka, recording videos in Kyoto, like all this cool stuff. And this is a really big one for me is, you know, you actually create friends that are doing the same thing. You can travel with them and do all that fun stuff. In terms of proof, right, in case you're willing to get more information on what you can expect, I am actually documenting my own UGC journey, starting all the way from scratch on YouTube, okay? New accounts, right? No cheating, no existing accounts with already hundreds of thousands of followers, everything starting completely from scratch, and I'm documenting that process. And what's really nice to see is that first 2-3 weeks, right, where it's not going that steady. Again, I'm on day 21 here with $334 in profit, decent amount of profit. You know, you can do it faster than that, you can do it slower than that. I think I'm on a really average pace, and yeah, it's cool to watch. In case you're interested in that, my YouTube is at SFCLex. I'll put it here at SFCLex. You can look it up on YouTube. If you're there, you know, make sure to subscribe. And yeah, that's that. On top of that, we also have our leaderboard, so you can see every month how much money everybody's making. Pretty cool. You can also look back at the previous months. Now, I gotta say, we are a pretty new platform, so if you're looking at this and being like, oh, $700 in a month is not that much, trust me, you're gonna see in the upcoming months, it's gonna really skyrocket as we're now really, you know, making a lot of progress with our platform and also with the deals that we get on. Now, next up, let me give you that action plan to actually get started right now and giving you those next steps on how to get started. The first thing you want to do is head over to UGCJungle.com and sign up completely for free. Our entire platform is free, so you don't have to worry about, us trying to upsell you somewhere. It's completely free. And then make sure to watch this course inside of UGC Jungle. If you're watching it on YouTube right now, make sure to watch it inside of the platform. Third thing, really important, is join the Discord. It is so essential to be in there. This is where our whole community is essentially at, right? Make sure to, send in a little chat in the general chat, and I guess even more important, send in that quick introduction in here, which I'll also talk about more in the next video. But an introduction is here is super important. Tell us where you're from, tell us why you're here, tell us why you're excited. When I can see that you're excited about this, we are actually able to help you. Coaching is a really big part of UGC Jungle, hence why I'm going to talk about that in just a second. And it's so important for us to be able to know who you are so we can actually help you. If we cannot see that you're here, it's very difficult for me to actually help you and coach you on getting better, okay? Now, really important step 5 is adding a profile picture on both the UGC Jungle website as well as within Discord, okay? If I go to Discord right now, I'll show you that first. You click on the profile tab in the left bottom corner and just add a profile picture real quick here. You can add that for yourself in your profile. Inside of UGCJungle.com, just click the profile picture tab right here and add the profile picture there. You can just choose a file on your computer or on your phone and add that to there. Make sure to save your profile. You can do that right here, update profile. Really, really important. Without that, again, we have no clue who you are, and it's really important for us to know who you are so we can, again, help you. Once you've done all that, the final and most important step is booking the onboarding call, okay? Before I show you how to do this, I just quickly want to explain why this is so important. Essentially, what this onboarding call is it's a 15-minute call directly with me where I will go over with you all the important stuff that you need to know, right? We're going to go over your previous experience, what you're trying to achieve with UGC, what deal might fit you best, right, for the first kind of deal that you're getting yourself into, and just making sure that you're really aware of, how to get started with this. Then also on top of that, you're going to see once you've spoken with me that we really care about getting you these results. And I'm seeing 95% of people that I do this onboarding call with and that are genuinely interested in trying this out, they make their first couple of dollars online within 24 hours after doing that call. Because it really motivates, again, when you see that I genuinely want you to succeed. I genuinely want to help you. I'm not here to sell you something. And I don't know, it does something to people. So that's why I'm literally spending all my time, like 70% of my day, just calling with you guys and helping you get started. In order to get the call booked, you can do 2 things. On the homepage of UGC Jungle, there's this first step which says plan your onboarding call. We may change this a little bit, put it a little bit further into the steps, but this step of booking the onboarding call is where you'll get a pop-up immediately into my Calendly. My Calendly looks like this, and you can select the time and get that onboarding call booked with me. The second way to book in an onboarding call is go here, book a call channel, or send me a DM on Discord and get the call booked that way. Now, almost at the end of this first video, let's talk about the coaching aspect, okay? The way that our platform is structured is that, we only as a platform make money from a small, tiny fee that we take whenever you do your payout. And beyond that, we're not charging any subscription fees or whatsoever. So we're doing a lot of coaching. We're doing really all we can in our power to get you good results. And there's 2 ways of coaching that we do, which they're really important to understand both because they fundamentally differ from each other. The first one is our group coaching inside of the Discord. We host weekly meetings, sometimes multiple times a week, and in the announcement channel, you'll be able to see whenever a meeting comes on, whenever a new deal also comes on, and you can actually vote via these reactions on which timing you prefer to have that call. Now, right now in this example, there is no poll, but we will do a poll. We say, hey, on Friday, we want to do a call. Which time would suit you best? And we'll give you a bunch of different options. And based upon these reactions, you can kind of select, right? How it will look is you would have like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 5 options. And then you can see here, option 1 would be 5 p.m. CET. Option 2 would be 7 p.m. CET. And you can just vote by clicking on those, okay? So you click on this and you could see the one with the most votes is going to be the time that we do this call on. The second way is WhatsApp coaching. This is much more of a private coaching. If you book the onboarding call, I will ask you the question, do you want me to send you a text on WhatsApp to remind you on the call and potentially get WhatsApp coaching? This is also free. It's much more of a personal type of coaching, and it's up to you whether you want that. Of course, the more personal coaching becomes, the better I can personally help you. So we do see better results for the people that do the WhatsApp coaching. But again, it's totally up to you whether you actually want to do that, right? Maybe you don't want me on WhatsApp. I can understand. Okay, final steps, right? In order to get forward with this right after this video, again, make sure to sign up in UGC Jungle, make an account, add your profile picture, do all the steps that I discussed here. And then from there, write the introduction to the Discord, add the profile pictures, and then follow these steps on the main page, okay? These steps will walk you through the platform, and whenever you're kind of stuck, you just start watching the next video to this course, okay? The next video that I'm going to talk about in a second is going to go over how to land your first deal. Really important video as well, so make sure to watch that, and I'll see you there.